Okay, hello and welcome to another speaking practice video by Johnny. So in this video, I in class IELTS 40, we are doing our regular speaking practice for students today. Okay, so let's do our speaking practice today. Class, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's start with part 1. And we did number 4 before, so let's go to the hard topic. It's called museum. Cái chủ đề về museum nó liên quan lịch sử. Of course, museums related to history and tradition. History and tradition. It's related to history and tradition. Tradition với tradition nha. Tradition. So, Miss Diệu, please, do you like visiting museums and why? Em thích đi viếng thăm những bảo tàng không? Tại sao?
Yes, I'm really into museums. I think
Museum nha, nó là museum. I'm really into museums. Or museums, yeah.
yes,
Why?
I find it interesting to discover the history and the culture.
Interesting, yeah. Interesting. I find it interesting to
Discover the history and the
okay.
culture of a country through the museums. Museums.
All right. So, Miss Yu, how often do you visit museums?
Well, whenever I have a chance to go to another city, I will visit museums there. Often, I will go if I have.
If I have a chance, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Now, so how about you, Mr. Tung? Do you like visiting museums and why?
Yes, I like visiting museum because there is many things
There are many. There are many.
there are many and about the world about
the world, you mean?
war chiến tranh war
And about war. Cẩn thận nha, cái từ đó. War or world. Be careful.
wow
And about the world or the world. Hai cái từ mình đọc khác nhau nha. The world or the world, okay? Now, let's continue. Okay, so crispy audio. Okay, so Tùng, since you said a word, what do you know? Are there any museums in your hometown, Mr. Tùng? Có bảo tàng nào ở thị trấn quê nhà em không?
yes
Yes.
in my hometown have
Have why?
no sorry
There is.
there are many museums
There
in
are
my home.
many museums in my hometown.
Yes, but
Okay.
I remember one museum I visit when I was a
I
child.
visit when I was a child. I visit when I was a child.
So when I was this a war museum. A museum in District 1. This is a big museum and have many.
And there are many.
And there, nếu mà dùng there nhiều quá.
Không có vấn đề đó. Đúng theo cái cấu trúc đó, there is there are. Thì chữ có tiếng Việt là there is there are. Đã từng có là there was there were. Còn sẽ có là there will be. Còn nếu mà có một cái chủ ngữ đứng trước thì nó mới cộng với lại have hoặc has.
And there are many story about people in the past to were with America people.
With a war with America, yeah. Okay, so Miss Ngọc Thuận, please. Are there any museums in your hometown? And do you often visit them?
Oh, to be honest, I never go to the museum.
Oh, me neither.
I
Trust me, I never like to go there.
but if I have a chance, I would go to the museum where I can. I think it allows me to broaden my knowledge.
To broaden your
And,
knowledge. Very good. To broaden your knowledge. Very good.
and see some of wonderful things about the past.
Wonderful nữa rồi. Wonderful nữa rồi.
Wonderful.
Many
Wonderful.
wonderful things. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Many wonderful things.
In the past.
Yes. Okay, what else there? Còn gì nữa không ta? What else? Okay, so Miss Thuận, what are usually on display in the museum? So to be on display means được trưng bày, được đem ra trưng bày. So what are usually on display in the museums? It's like, what do you often see people display there? Maybe paintings? Maybe sculptures? Yes?
I don't I exactly what
Yes.
what display what thing
What
because
thing are display in museums? Because I never visit them. Đúng rồi. Nói không biết cũng là một cách. If you say you don't know, it's actually a good way to. Because I do not go to museums often, so I do not know what's usually on display in the museum. Đó cũng là một cách nói, yeah. Okay, so Đức Phúc, please.
Yes.
Do you think there should be more museums in your hometown?
Yeah, I don't think so because my hometown is quite small and my hometown don't usually visit the museum because like
Yes.
there's a museum but is very far of the city, so
Very far from the city. It's very far from the city, right?
yes, so people don't usually go there because the first thing is quite boring, and
It's
the
quite
second
boring, yeah. Let me say it's quite boring. And what's the second one?
is very
Yeah. It's very what? Say again? It's very what?
far.
It's very far away. I see. Okay. Good logic. It's actually a good logic. So, Mr. Phúc, please. So, you said there is too far, and then your town is a small one. But do people in your hometown like to visit museums? You said no, right? But what do you
Yes.
think is the reason why? What do you think is the reason why they don't like to visit museums? Em nghĩ đó là lý do tại sao người ta không thích đi viếng thăm museums.
Because I think it's quite boring because the only museum is talk about fish. Yeah, about the is have all about is how
They are.
they are.
So they are all about what?
About the fish. Yeah, it's just talk about fish, but
fish. You mean
fish.
It's about those things are basically bảo tàng về sinh vật học. Those things are biological, but I think it's nature. It's Nature History Museum. Bảo tàng lịch sử tự nhiên, Nature History Museums. Those things are basically a kind of museum, yeah. But you think it's boring, huh? Why? What's the problem?
No, it's not actually natural history.
Nature history.
Nature museum is just go to there. It's just fish, and turtle.
And fish.
Yeah, fish,
Fish and turtle. And it's really boring.
Just have a few turtles, but they look like
fish.
They look, and they are just two turtles.
Just two what?
Turtles.
Turtles, như những con rùa và cá. Well, so Miss Diệu, please. So what do you think? What are usually on display in the museums?
I'm sorry.
What are usually on display in the museums?
Well, the samples. The sample. If I go to I like to go to history museum, and the sample is the thing the people used to use in the
Nó không phải là gọi là sample, mẫu phẩm, mà nó gọi là specimen, tiêu bản. We call it specimen in the specimen in the museum. We don't call it sample. Sample là mẫu thử. Mẫu thử. Samples, we use that word in a lab to test something, you know, để mà kiểm tra, để test cái gì đó thì mình là mẫu thử, sample. Specimen are the word we use for museums for like remnants, những cái remnants or remains, những cái còn sót lại của những cái con ngày xưa.
And it could be traditional custom.
Traditional custom, tradition and customs of people.
Yes, a lot of things can be displayed.
We also have artifact, di vật còn sót lại của người xưa. We also have artifacts and bones, you know, những cái xương của cái con gì, and bones that remains after something has died. Cái chủ đề này nhiều các bạn không có ý luôn đó nha. Nhưng các bạn phải cẩn thận cái chủ đề liên quan lịch sử, museums, các thứ nha. Be careful with history topic and museum topic, okay? A lot of the time you don't know what to say, okay? So Miss Diệu, let's try again. What are usually on display in the museum?
There are many things can be displayed in the museum.
There are many things that can be on display in a museum. Such as if that's where if that nature history, there are specimens which and artifacts, yeah.
Yes, that is a history museums. You can see bones and những đồ vật còn sót lại, những cái dụng cụ.
Artifacts, remnants, tools, những công cụ sót lại, tools, like work tools, những công cụ lao động.
Yeah, you can see bones and work tools people used to use in the past.
Okay, good. Anything else? So okay, let's try a harder question. What can people learn from visiting museums? Con người ta có thể học được cái gì từ chuyện viếng thăm những bảo tàng các bạn? I think we learned history before. We should know how to answer this question. Why do people visit museums? What can people learn from them? Why do the government keep museums? Tại sao những chính quyền lại cứ giữ những cái bảo tàng nó hoạt động? Nó phải có lý do gì chứ. There has to be a reason why museum exist. So Miss Diệu, what can people learn? Con người ta học được cái gì from visit museum, từ chuyện viếng thăm những bảo tàng? What do you think?
Yes. When I was a
When I was a child, right?
when I was a child, my teacher took me there and she said, the museums teach us to
Taught us.
respect.
Teaches us. Sorry, the museums teach us to respect
Our ancient and how people
ancient gì mới được chứ cái mạng hôm nay nó kỳ quá, mạng hôm nay rất là tệ luôn á. I think the internet now today is really bad. Okay, our ancient what?
tôn trọng tổ tiên. Ancient.
Teach us to respect. Teach us to respect our roots. Cội nguồn của chúng ta, cội rễ, cội nguồn của chúng ta. Tradition and customs. Tập tục, tập quán.
Yes.
Teach us to respect custom, traditions, and our roots. Anything else? Nó còn nhiều cái lắm phải không đâu? Để luôn nhớ về những sự kiện đã xảy ra và cái sự hy sinh của những người đi trước. To remember the sacrifice of people who fought for our country. Nhớ cái sự hy sinh của những người mà họ đánh nhau, họ đã đấu tranh cho đất nước chúng ta. To remember the sacrifice of the people who fought for our country. So, Mr. Tông, please. Do you think museums are necessary? Các bạn nghĩ những bảo tàng là necessary, là cần thiết không? So, think about what would happen without museums. Nếu không có bảo tàng thì có chuyện gì xảy ra không? Thì con người ta có nhớ tội cội nguồn không? Còn người ta sống như thế nào? Hay là mất gốc hết?
I think museum are necessary because the people in the present need to know how about the history.
Out of history, I need to know history, but for what? Mà tại sao phải cần phải làm gì?
Because they need how they can live live in peace
Okay.
in the present, and so he need to know in the past life is very, very hard about the people in the history. Yeah,
In history thôi.
history.
And people in history. All right. So, Tùng, what can people learn from visiting museums? What do you think?
People can learn about
Yes.
People can learn about
what? Just a moment, please. I need to check the internet. All right. So, Tùng, what do you say? There's no what. Tùng nói gì?
People can learn about
the
character about the people go first, like people.
All right. Go on, please. Okay, let's talk about something else now, because we are too deep into this one already. Let's go to part 2, shall we?
Lắc đứng màn hình luôn thầy.
Đúng rồi thầy ơi, bên thầy lag quá.
What? Is it my side? Okay, I connected Taiwan now. Okay, let's go to part 2, shall we? Okay, so
Vẫn lag như vậy.
still the same thing, but you still
Yeah.
hear me well, right? You still hear me well,
Dạ,
right?
nghe thôi, còn hình thì nó đứng. Nó
Okay,
xong nó
who
dập.
cares? Who cares? Because you need to hear the sound, because you need to hear voices, because it's a speaking class. That's the most important. Okay, let's go to part 2 now. 64 bữa trước. We tried 64 the last time. So let's try something. Okay, let's try 65 then.
Wow.
Describe an important event that you celebrated. Miêu tả một cái sự kiện quan trọng mà các bạn đã ăn mừng. To celebrate. So basically, to celebrate something. Ăn mừng điều gì đó. To celebrate something. And of course, the noun is celebration. Miêu tả một sự kiện quan trọng mà các bạn đã ăn mừng. You should say what it was. Nó là cái gì vậy? Where it happened. Nó diễn ra chỗ nào? Why it was important. Tại sao nó là quan trọng. And explain how people felt about it. Giải thích là con người ta cảm thế nào về nó. Okay, remember past tense, okay? Cái này là mình đã ăn mừng rồi nha. Quá khứ nha mọi người. Okay, let's try this one first. You have 2 minutes. Okay, time to do it. Okay. Miss Diệu, can you start first? Can you describe an important event that you celebrated? Be careful with the verbs, okay? Cẩn thận với cái động từ các bạn.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about the day we celebrated 30 years marriage of my parents, which happened last year. It was organized in our house where we live, where we have been living for more than 25 years. It was a memorable event for me because it marked a big milestone in my family, and there are lots of emotions in the event when my parents talked about their up and down. They have been going through up and down together. There are some there we smile, and even there are some tears. That was a cozy, warm and very happy event. What else?
Okay, that's good enough, I think. Okay, đủ rồi. I think it's good enough. All right. Đức Phúc, your turn, please. Can you describe an important event that you celebrated?
Yes. Yeah, it's quite a long time ago. My family and I was celebrated the first
My first
one football competitions.
competition.
Competitions.
Competition.
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 Yes.
Okay.
Yes. My mother and my father decided to celebrate it at a fried chicken restaurant with my friends and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
It was very important because this was the first one of the first one and the first competition I was joy. So it was very, very important to me. Also, my parents.
Very important.
I
My parents. It
yes,
sounds like you're repeating ideas. Nghe có vẻ như em đang lặp đi lặp lại một cái ý nào đó. Sounds like you're repeating ideas now. Careful. Okay, but it was good enough. Đủ tốt rồi. Okay.
yes, and I I I very proud of myself, but no, at the no the first time when I went to the football stadium, I feel very nervous.
Stadium.
And stadium. I feel very nervous
I
because
felt very nervous.
felt
Em đi quá đà
very-
rồi, vì em đang đi tùm lum đó. You are basically talking about a lot of random things right now. Careful. Okay, you have to talk again about this one, okay? Em phải nói lại nha. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Ngọc, please, your turn. Describe an important event that you celebrated, please.
When it's come to an important event that I celebrated, I would say when I was a grade 9 student.
When I was a grade 9 student. A grade 9 student.
Grade 9 students. My class and I tried to pass the half-yearly exam well. So we decided to go to Hubei to
Where is
eat
that?
some.
Because when you mention a Vietnamese name, you must explain it in English. Mình nêu một cái tên tiếng Việt hay một cái tên không phải tiếng Anh, mình phải bắt buộc phải giải thích nó ra. When I go to Hồ Bản, which is a lake in ở đâu? Cái hồ ở đâu vậy? Like
which is a beach in Vĩnh Châu.
In Vĩnh Châu district or Vĩnh Châu city?
Vĩnh Châu town.
Town, okay. Thị trấn
To eat some kind of seafood and see some of beautiful landscape in there. I thought that it was a great opportunity to connect my friends together. Okay. Because we didn't care about each other
we didn't care about each other so much, yeah.
And this event made our relationship better than the past.
Past or past?
The past.
The past. Đó, cẩn thận B với P nha các bạn. Trời ơi, sai hoài cái vụ đó luôn. Okay. Good enough. Đủ tốt rồi đó. Okay, Tùng, your turn. Please describe an important event that you celebrated.
When I was 23 years old,
23. Are you sure?
23.
Three. 23. Hurry, tức là three mà.
Three.
Truy gì trời ơi. 23. Thò theo lưỡi mà. 23. 23. Nhưng mà thực sự đó là nếu em nói là cái birthday và 23rd birthday mới đúng. Số đếm hay là số
em nói
phút
về lễ tốt nghiệp đại học vào năm 23 tuổi.
It was my graduation when I was 23 years old. Try it again. Nói lại, please. Once again. Once again.
My graduated when I
I graduated when I
graduated when I 23 years old. Yes, that is a big the important event in my life. The event to celebrate in a Peace Theater. That is a big theater in District 10 in Ho Chi Minh City.
Wait, it's not called Peace Theater, it's Hòa Bình Theater, which is a big theater in District 10. Không có dịch tên của nó ra. Just don't try to translate the name, just say Hòa Bình Theater, which is a theater in District 10 of Ho Chi Minh City. Trở lại đi, try that part again.
This Hòa Bình Theater, that is a big theater in District 10 in Ho Chi Minh City. Yes, and in there I was my my certificate.
Bằng chứng nhận. Certificate. My certificate. Tiếp nhanh. Come on.
Certificate.
Continue.
Certificate. My certificate bachelor. This is a bachelor certificate for.
No, it's not called bachelor certificate. It's a bachelor degree. Nó là cái bằng cử nhân luôn chứ không phải là certificate. Certificate là nó một cái tờ giấy chứng nhận của một cái khóa học nhỏ thôi. Certificate is only for a small course, but this is a 4-year degree, một cái degree mà 4 năm lần mà. So it's a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, bằng thạc sĩ hay là cử nhân. Alright, try that sentence again. Lại đi, please.
There's there's bachelor degrees degree when I go to the I take that when I lost when I
nói lại.
Went to the theater and I
went to the theater and I took what? Tùng làm lại đi. Okay, now it's Phúc. Okay, Phúc, I'll give you a chance to redo this one. Làm lại đi cái đoạn này. Describe an important event that you celebrated. Phúc, please. Once again.
Okay. This was a long time ago. Is that
What's going on, boys? Có chuyện gì xảy ra những hai cậu trai? What's going on, boys? Did you practice at home? Hai bạn có luyện tập ở nhà không vậy? You did not.
Yes, not much.
There you go. That's what you did wrong. And now you're making lots of mistakes. You have to redo many times. Thấy chưa? Tại không chịu nghe lời. Hậu quả nhắn tiền luôn, hậu quả liền luôn. You didn't listen to me. That's why you didn't practice much at home. That's why. Now it's like this. Okay. Hope your turn. Do it again, please.
Yes, this was last week. Me and my friends.
It's a subject. I and my
friends decided to celebrate our first medal of the science competition. After a while, we decided to choose fried chicken restaurant to celebrate our first winning. Yes, I think this competition is very important because we need to prepare for about 3 months after to show everyone our robot. And I think my friends are very proud of. I think
I thought
I,
quá khứ.
I
You're
oh,
talking about past situation right now. I
I
thought
thought that mm, my friends' parents was very proud of them because they did very well.
Okay, good enough. Rồi bây giờ quay lại Tùng nè. Try again, Tùng. Describe an important event that you celebrated, please.
I graduated when I 23.
When I was 23 years old.
When I was 23 years old, and
And after IELTS, I felt like I'm 37 now. Sau IELTS tôi cảm thấy như tôi mất 10 tuổi, 15 tuổi. Okay, continue.
And migrated to celebrate it in public theater. That is the big theater in district TRAN in Ho Chi Minh City. So I when I go to the theaters, I feel so happy because I finished the time when I study 4 years in Hoa Sen University, and that is very important to me because that is my milestones.
Milestone hả?
Milestones with
milestone. O-N.
milestones.
Stone nữa rồi. O-N. Milestone. O-N. Milestone. It's my milestone. Okay, continue.
It's my milestone in my life. So this day I came with my parents, and actually my parents very proud of me because I miss my study time and go out there to working times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good enough. Trải qua bao nhiêu lần thử đi thử lại mới làm được xong câu topic. After how many times? After how many trials? You should have been better, boys. Lẽ ra các bạn có thể tốt hơn. Let's try something else. Okay, let's try something else now. 66, which is the devil's number. Con số của quỷ. 66.
Em tưởng lặp.
Hai con quỷ. 666 là bầy quỷ. 66 is two demons. 666. It's a horde of demons. All right, let's try 66. Describe a situation when you had to be polite. Miêu tả một cái tình huống mà các bạn hồi đó phải lịch sự. You should say what situation it was. Nó đã là cái tình huống nào vậy? Who were there? Những người nào đã ở đó? Why you had to be polite? Tại sao bạn đã phải lịch sự? And explain how you showed politeness. Giải thích là bạn show ra, bạn thể hiện ra cái sự lịch sự như thế nào. And you have talk 3. Do you think that politeness is a necessary thing to learn in this era? Tại sao mình phải lặp lại từ necessary why? Tại vì các bạn có những âm sai hoài luôn cái từ này. Có đọc là necessary hoài luôn á. Nó những âm đầu nha. Necessary. Necessary. Because why? You always say necessary, no. Do you think that politeness is a necessary thing to learn in this era? Why not? Bạn có nghĩ rằng cái sự lịch sự là một thứ cần thiết để học trong cái thời đại này hay không? Tại sao không? You have to think about why you are taught to be polite. Các bạn suy nghĩ về cái chuyện tại sao các bạn được dạy để mà lúc nào cũng phải lịch sự. Nó đem lại cái chuyện gì? What benefits it can bring? Think about what benefits it can bring to your work, to your friendship, to your relationship. Công việc, bạn bè, các mối quan hệ. Thì tại sao phải lịch sự? And give examples, cho những cái ví dụ mà không phải ví dụ bản thân nha, ví dụ chung thôi. Give like general examples, not example by yourself. Okay. And in which situations do people need to be polite? Trong những cái tình huống như thế nào con người ta cần phải lịch sự? Think about different situations, class. Các bạn đưa cái bài các bạn sáng tạo thôi. Nghĩ về những tình huống có thể là phải lịch sự. Có nhiều tình huống lắm các bạn. A lot of situations you need to be polite. Like for example, when you see the policeman, gặp cảnh sát chẳng hạn, công an chẳng hạn. Or when you go to the hospital and see doctors and nurses. Đến bệnh viện gặp y tá bác sĩ chẳng hạn. Or when you come to school, when you go to school and talk to people, you need to be polite as well. Nói chung là cái nào phải polite kìa. Well, people might not be polite when they go to the bar or the club only. Khi họ say xỉn thì thường không có polite đâu. When people are drunk, yeah, often not polite. But this question asks about situations when people need to be polite. Okay, you have to focus on that. Phải tập trung vào cái câu hỏi này. Nó hỏi là tình huống nào con người ta cần phải lịch sự, và diễn giải lý do tại sao đi. Try to explain the reason why. Okay, next question. Do people always have to show politeness? Why or why not? Con người ta có phải luôn luôn phải show ra sự lịch sự không? Con người ta có phải luôn luôn thể hiện sự lịch sự không? You don't have to be polite to people who are impolite to you. Những người bất lịch sự mình không cần phải lịch sự lại với họ đâu. If people are impolite to you, you do not need to be polite. For example, if you work in the service sector, nếu các bạn làm cho cái mảng dịch vụ, if the customers are rude to you, would you need to be polite? Nếu khách hàng là họ rất là thô lỗ với các bạn cần phải lịch sự lại không?
Yes.
Of course no. Tôi chửi
Why
cho
no?
nghe chứ ở đó là lịch sự. Tôi chửi cho nghe mà mặt chứ ở đó là bất lịch sự.
Nếu mà làm nghề dịch vụ, mình là nhân viên thì sao mà dám chửi khách được?
I did. So what?
Chửi được chứ, chửi sau lưng.
Chửi xong rồi thẳng tiếng.
Thì sao? Thì cái việc nó cũng ra cái giống gì đâu.
Yes.
I will look for another job anyway, because if you are polite to people who are impolite, it basically encourage them to do the same thing. Nó lại khuyến khích con người ta bất lịch sự thêm lần nữa nếu các bạn cứ nhường như vậy. So, if you don't want that job anymore, just shout in their face and be impolite back. Why not? So, some situations you need to be firm. You need to make your stand. To make your stand, phải có chỗ đứng. Make your stand giống như kiểu mà chỉnh người ta, không cho người ta lấn lướt mình. Make your stand giống kiểu đứng yên cho đó, giống như không làm cho người ta lấn lướt mình, không cho người ta lấy chỗ mình, không làm cho người ta dám giỡn mặt với mình. Sometimes you need to make your stand and to not let people walk over you, to walk over someone, giống như kiểu đạp lên mình, đạp lên người khác, không cho ai đạp lên người khác như vậy. But if you show politeness to rude people, you know what? It actually encouraged them to be even more impolite. Nó lại khuyến khích con người ta cứ như vậy, cứ cư xử như vậy và nghĩ là mình hiền quá, dễ bị bắt nạt. Especially if you are polite to people who are rude, they might think that you are easy to deal with. Mình dễ đương đầu quá, mình dễ quá mà. Cho người ta đạp lên mình, they can walk over you, and that is not a good thing. So you have to understand, not all the time you have to show politeness, okay? Không phải lúc nào cũng phải show politeness. You have to make your stand sometimes. Nói chung là không hiền được nè. Okay, so think about those things. Okay, you have 2 minutes now. 2 phút để suy nghĩ với hai cái task này luôn nha. Both two tasks, okay? Okay, let's get ready now. Ms. Ngọc Thuận, can you start first? Can you describe a situation when you have to be polite?
It happened last week. The situation was a math presentation. My class and I participated in it. Everyone had to be polite because they need to hear the representative said about some of important things and answer
some of the important things.
Some of the important things and answer the question in this presentations.
Yes.
And I was quiet and give care about.
So you were quiet or quiet?
Quiet.
I was quiet, so
and give care about all of things to answer the question and to get some of present in this. Trả lời câu hỏi được quà tặng này.
So I can get a present in this. Okay, good. So that is how I show my politeness. Kết lại. Mình nên tóm nó lại một cái gì đó để cho người ta biết được là mình kết thúc rồi. Like try to conclude, try to summarize it. Like then that's how I show politeness, for example. Okay. All right, good.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, Miss Yeo, please, can you describe a situation when you had to be polite, please?
Well, there are many situations I have to show my polite, but
Had to. Because this is the past, okay? Phải cẩn thận, tại vì nó là quá khứ mà nó hỏi quá khứ.
Yeah, but I would like to a situation when it was the first time I visit Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam.
It was the first time. It was the first time I visited Hanoi for the first time.
It was the first time I visited Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. My friend and I rented a bike and we went
around. Bicycle, you mean a bicycle or a motorbike?
A motorbike.
A motorbike, there you go.
I mean a scooter. And we went around the Asian town. It was complicated for us to understand the rules there. So we went to one-way street, and there a police who
Police or police?
police
Miếng âm hai nha, miếng âm hai. It's police.
police
Police.
police
It's police.
police
No, it was a policeman or woman.
policeman
Okay. It was a
policeman cuffed us, and fortunately we bring our paper and we show him and explain that that's we don't understand, we didn't get the rules here. How to describe?
Hơn 2 phút rồi nha. It's more than 2 minutes already. Careful.
Okay, so that's how we show our politeness.
Oh my. I showed my politeness because I không muốn bị phạt nhiều hơn. I show my politeness because I didn't want the policeman to fine me more, to give me harsher or more strict fine.
Mình giải thích cho police lý do là mình không biết được rằng cái đường đó một chiều.
Cho ai nó một khoản phạt tiền phạt. Because I didn't know it was a one-way street. Đường một chiều. Em không biết cái đường một chiều, hình như đường một chiều là đi đường một chiều bị phạt nhiêu tiền ta, mấy chục mấy trăm ta. I don't remember how much is the fine for going on one-way street. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Giờ thầy đi ngược chiều là thầy biết liền đây.
Just go on one-way street and meet a policeman, you will know.
Giờ đi ngược chiều là biết liền cái gì.
Okay,
nhưng mà Hà Nội nó phức tạp hơn.
Giờ chị ra Hà Nội đi ngược chiều là xong.
Book your turn.
Oh no. Okay.
No, it's a new trend right now. You know. Có trend mới không biết à? You know, don't know the new trend. No.
Yes. This was happened.
It was happened hay là it happened? Nó diễn ra hay là nó đã được diễn ra?
It happened.
It happened. Very good.
It happened 2 months ago. It was I was go to the mathematics class. I went to the mathematics class to prepare for the exam.
Prepare or prepare?
Prepare.
To prepare
for my exam. Also, my best friend was there too, and I don't know it was his bad day because the jean he was wearing at that time
the jean he was wearing at that time
had a big hole.
It depends on where the holes is at, you know.
It was on his ass.
On his bottom.
Yes, on his bottom. And he showed off his Pikachu underwear.
Oh, his Pikachu underwear.
Yes, and I was sad, but I saw it, but all of the students in that classes wasn't attention to that to him. yes, to him. So I at that class also have his crush. So if I say that
His crush was also at that class. Cái chữ
his
crush thực sự
crush
nó là một cái từ không trịnh trọng, không là IELTS nha. Don't use the word crush in IELTS. It's informal, không có trịnh trọng, nó là một cái slang. Đó là một cái từ mà như là từ lóng rồi đó.
Yes.
And his, let's just say that a person that he likes. Một cái người anh thích, a person that he likes.
Like was at that class too. And
A person that he likes was at that class too.
If I say out loud that, hey, I see your underwear, Pikachu underwear, he will be
very impolite.
Yeah.
Nãy giờ em đi vòng 3 phút đồng hồ, 3 phút, 4 phút cũng chưa xong á. You went around for like 3 to 4 minutes and you haven't actually went into the situation. Nói lại đi. Cho nó lại hoàn toàn luôn á. Start from the first. Describe a situation when you had to be polite. Bắt đầu lại. Try again.
It was 2 months ago. It happened 2 months ago. That I went to my mathematics class with my best friends, and I was attention to a big hole of the bottom of his jeans, and he show off his Pikachu bottom
of his jean, yeah.
Bottom of his jean, and he show off his Pikachu underwear.
So it would be very impolite. Tiếp tục, nó sẽ rất là bất lịch sự nếu tôi gì đó.
If I say out loud that, hey, you have a big hole on your jean, so I decided to
not do it.
To not do it, and I took him to the toilet of the school and say to him that, hey, you need to go home because you have a big hole of your jeans.
Okay, good enough. Bắt đầu đi tùm lum mà đó, bắt đầu đi nói lan man rồi đó. Okay, good enough. Right. Who's next then?
Me.
Hình như còn ai ta? Okay, yes, please.
4 months ago, I went to Europe Champ Chat and Chill event.
What? I don't understand. 4 months ago, you went to what?
Eurotran
event, right? Eurotran event. Eurotran event.
Yes, there is a have many.
There is a have.
There was. Yes. There was many big people like a business owner or director or some founder to a big company in Vietnam. So I need to polite in this environment because I want to give a good impression with them. And yes. I show my politeness with my colleagues and my communication or some story about my about some story to tell with him and
to tell him
and especially
right. It's more than a minute already.
Use a sensitive word. Yes, I finished.
And I avoid to use sensitive words. Và tôi quyết định là không sử dụng những cái từ mà nó nhạy cảm. I decided to use not use sensitive words. Okay, good enough. Who want to redo it? Ai muốn làm lại? This is your practice. You can ask me if you want to redo it. Cho nên là cái practice của các bạn mà muốn luyện tập thì cứ việc nói thầy thì cho làm lại. Okay, let's go to part 3 now. So, Mr. Tùng, please. Do you think that politeness is a necessary thing to learn this era? Why not? Em có nghĩ tính lịch sự là một thứ cần thiết để học trong cái thời này không? Tại sao không? Try to, please.
I think the politeness is
Politeness.
politeness is necessary things to learn in this era because the people need to formal in them life, and you need to so polite when they meet customers or when they go to a big event. Yes, and if they want to improve myself in the future, so I think they need to politeness first.
Okay. So, okay. So Miss Yeo, please, what do you think? In which
Well,
situation? Okay, what do you think? Do you think people still need to show politeness in this era? And do people still need to learn politeness in this era?
of course, politeness is the great characteristic for me, especially for nowadays. People, human, are showing many rules to each other.
Mm-hmm.
In work, showing politeness can help you to be more professional. And sometimes if you don't be polite, you can hurt someone. So that is
It can hurt someone's feeling. Nó có thể làm hại cho cái cảm giác, cái feeling của người khác. To hurt people's feeling, of course.
Hurts people's feelings. And yes, it's very important for people to learn it.
Em sao gọi nói chuyện với boy à?
Yes, who's that? Focus. If you have some other things beside the call, turn it off.
Okay.
All right. So Miss Ngọc, please. So what do you think? In which situations do people need to be polite? Các bạn hãy sáng tạo về cái câu này nha, có nhiều cách để nói lắm. There are many ways to do this question. Miss Ngọc, please.
As far as I can understand, politeness is a necessary things to learn and improve in this era. For instance, if you show politeness with someone, they will show their politeness too. And I think it's a better way to make our society better.
Okay, to make our society better. Không hẳn là better đâu, mà nó chỉ gọi là nó bọc đường thôi. Nghe nó ngọt ngào hơn thôi. Cái sự thật thôi. They are truths because basically you can sugarcoat something. Bọc đường tức là sao? Bọc đường rót mật. Bọc đường rót mật cho ngọt. Điều gì đó. Nhưng thật sự là cái sự thật nó vẫn vậy thôi. The truth is still the truth. Even though you make it sounds easier and more polite, the truth is still the truth. Bây giờ nói, giờ con rớt rồi, con thi rớt rồi, sợ con thi rớt rồi, tội nghiệp. Thì thay vì bọc đường nữa nè, con đã chưa thành công trong chuyện đạt được những điều con mong muốn. The same thing. If you said that I failed the test, and if I say I haven't been able to achieve my band score, it's the same thing. It's just a different way. One is more polite, one is less polite.
Nghe nó hơi thảo mai.
But still, it's still the same thing. The truth is still the truth. Sự thật vẫn là sự thật thôi. So what do you think, folks? In what situations do people need to be polite?
I think, in my opinion, I think in all the situation, people need to show polite, like
Politeness.
when
Need to
politeness.
show politeness. Phải show ra cái danh từ là politeness. You need to know politeness. Show politeness.
Of all of the situation in the life need to be so politeness. For example, when you see your teacher, you need to show the politeness. When your friend have some, like when your friends have a hole of the bottom of his pen, maybe
Try to talk about something else. Try to talk about something else. Nói về cái khác đi. Come on, try to talk about something else. Because you already talked about it in part 2. So try to talk about something else. Nghĩ về cái gì khác để trời ơi, sáng tạo chút xíu coi. Try to be creative.
Well,
to be polite, sometimes you have to lie. Đôi khi phải nói dối vì để thực sự. They people call it white lies. Những lời nói dối trắng. Những lời nói dối trắng, tức là những lời nói dối không vô hại. So white lies mean it's harmless. It's harmless lies. For example, when the doctors announce that the patient has only a few months to live. When doctors announces that the patient has only a few months to live. Khi mà bệnh nhân còn có vài tháng để sống thôi, thì bác sĩ sẽ nói sao? Nhà cứ đem bệnh nhân về, xong rồi tẩm bổ, muốn ngon, muốn ăn gì thì ăn đi, không sao đâu, mọi thứ sẽ ổn. Thay vì nói là trời ơi, để bệnh đến bây giờ đó hả? Biết còn vài tháng nữa không? Đó là impolite. Còn cái trước đó là nó polite hơn. So if the doctor announces the patient has only a few months to live, they have to say it in a way that is very polite. They should say that the family should take care of the patients, give them all the food they want to eat, and maybe bring them on vacation or something. Instead of saying, you see, is that how you take care of the patients? They have only a few months to live. That is impolite.
Yes.
Sometimes I want to be polite to my students, but I'm very angry at times. Nhiều lúc mà tôi cũng muốn polite lắm, nhưng học sinh tôi làm cho nó nổi điên lên. You know. Anyway. So, Miss Diệu, please. Do people always have to show politeness? Con người ta có phải luôn luôn phải show ra sự lịch sự không? Why not?
No, I don't think people don't have to show politeness all the time because it could be tired. Maybe
could be
sometimes
tiring, you mean? Could be tiring. Cẩn thận nha, mình đang nói về bản chất sự việc này, nó là mang tính mệt mỏi. You're talking about the nature of this one. It is tiring.
I mean, in some informal
cases. In some cases.
In some cases, we don't have to politeness.
We don't have to show politeness, hoặc là we don't have to be polite.
Polite. Because you can be for example, if you're with your friends and make some jokes
Make
and
jokes.
yeah, and talk about funny things. So we don't need politeness in those
You don't need to
situations.
show politeness.
Yeah, and that make life more colorful.
What do you mean colorful? Nhiều màu sắc hơn là sao?
Kiểu là làm cuộc sống thêm sống động hơn bởi những cái
It
trò
makes
đùa.
life more alive and real, right?
Yeah.
It makes life more real and alive. Làm cuộc sống nó thật hơn và nó sống động hơn. It makes life more real and alive.
Makes life more real and alive.
Okay. What do you think, Mr. Tong? Do people always have to show politeness? Why not?
I think the people not only not always have to show politeness because you know in life have
In the life.
in life
In life.
in life have many people and you know
In life have what? In life gì?
in life there
Có
are
những người.
there are many people.
Good.
Yeah, there
Rất
are
tốt.
many people to who
Có nhiều người mà there are many people who
don't impolite so you don't need to politeness with the people.
We don't need to show politeness.
We don't need to show politeness
Nói nhanh quá, you're talking too fast again.
With people, so you just to politeness with the polite people.
Do you think people need to be polite all the time? Yeah. My cat said, "Let me go, you're being impolite." So cute. You see, my cats think that I'm polite. Okay. Now, so, Miss Ngọc Thọ, what do you think? Do people always have to show politeness? Why not? Which situation? Should people not show politeness? Có tình huống nào không nên show politeness không?
To be honest, I don't agree with it. I don't think people always have to show politeness. Because there are some of bad people.
There are some bad people.
There are some bad people are very impolite, and
there are some bad people who are very impolite. Thiếu mệnh đề quan hệ.
Who are very impolite, and instead of showing politeness, you need to make your stand and because the bad people they never hear and improve their mistake.
You mean correct their mistakes, không phải improve their mistakes đâu nha. Cải thiện những lỗi sai. Thực sự nó phải là sửa lỗi sai mới đúng. They never care to correct their mistakes. Nó phải là correct their mistake mới đúng chứ không phải là improve their mistake nha. Cải thiện phải là cải thiện bản thân họ chứ không phải là cải thiện cái lỗi sai. They have to improve themselves but correct their mistakes. Be careful. Đúng ra phải là cải thiện bản thân họ chứ không phải cải thiện cái lỗi sai của họ. Nó phải là sửa sai mới đúng. It has to be correct their mistake and improve themselves, you know.
Yes.
Continue, please. Okay, I think we can go on now.
2 more topics.
Exactly. What do you expect?
No, I just say that we can do 2 more topics and I will go to the football competition.
Okay, let's do 64 then. Describe a time that you misunderstood someone.
Những cái này rồi mà thầy.
We did this one already? Okay, how
Yeah.
about 63? Trải nghiệm thú vị thì không có đủ thời gian nữa. I don't think we have enough time for this one. Let's go to 60.
61 cũng được.
61 and 60, okay? 60, 61 nha.
Yes.
Okay, let's do 60. Describe a country or city where you want to go to but you haven't been there. Mình chưa tới nha. Miêu tả một đất nước hoặc là một cái thành phố mà bạn muốn đi tới đó nhưng mà bạn đã chưa tới đó bao giờ. You should say where the country or city is. Mình đâu? Why you want to go there? Tại sao bạn lại muốn tới đó? Thành phố hoặc thị trấn hoặc đất nước. Who you would like to go with? Bạn thích đi tới đó với ai? And explain what you would do to achieve your dream. Bạn làm gì để mà đạt được cái ước mơ của bạn? Giải thích. Yep. Okay. All right, let's do this one. I'll give you 2 minutes. Or let's do it now. Miss Yeo, your turn. Can you describe a country or city where you want to go to, but you haven't been there?
Well, my dream city is Paris. I always want to come there, but I never had a chance. Because the reason I want to be there because it's the root of the art in the past.
It's the root of art, right? Nó là cái nguồn cội của nghệ thuật.
Yes.
It's just art, you know, không có there's no because you talk about art in general. Mình nói về art nói chung mà. It's the root of art.
Yeah, and you can see, and I would love to visit the Louvre Museum.
The Louvre Museum.
The Louvre Museum and the Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. I think in the future I would come there with my bestie. She also loves France.
Đừng dùng cái từ bestie nha. Bestie là một từ lóng. Bestie is a slang. So let's say best friend, okay? Just use the word best friend.
Best friend. She also loves France very much. Actually, I think I am trying my best to achieve that goal. I want to work overseas someday, so I will continue to enhance my knowledge and my experience, so someday I can go there.
Okay, good enough. Đủ tốt rồi. Okay. Tùng, your turn.
Okay. Country I want to go. This is Melbourne
in Australia.
In Australia, yes. Because I want to go there because my younger sister lives in there and I don't
lives there. My young sister lives there.
Lives there, and I remember her, so I want to go to Melbourne and meet her and
Melbourne. I want to go to Melbourne and meet her.
Melbourne and meet, and actually I feel I want to find some new environment, the different environment, and maybe new things in a new country. So I will try to learn IELTS, and maybe in the future I will go to Melbourne and meet her.
And meet her, yeah. Okay, good. You go to Melbourne and meet her. Good. Okay, good enough. Đủ rồi. That's good enough. Okay, Miss Thuận, Miss Ngọc Thuận, please. Are you Thuận Ngọc or Ngọc Thuận?
Em tên thiệt là Ngọc Tuyền.
What?
Cái đó
What's
pháp
your
danh đi
name?
chùa. Yeah.
Never mind. I don't even know your face. I never know my students' faces because I teach online anyway.
We can open the camera.
Do you really want to do it? Because 8,000 of my subscribers is gonna see your face. 8.000 subscriber của tôi sẽ nhìn thấy mặt của các bạn ở đấy. Cho nên, if you want to do it. But if you don't, don't. Oh,
Yeah.
hi. Oh, hi. Okay, fine. All right. Whose turn is that? Okay. Let's see if you can do this one as well as your football hobby. Hãy xem em có làm cái IELTS này tốt như em đá banh không?
Em lại.
Yes, Phúc.
Yes, for a long time I was dreaming of traveling to Da Nang because I heard
For a
that
long time I was dreaming of
travel to Da
Oh my
Nang
god,
City.
look at that noise. Moment. Alright. Được rồi, cứ nói đi. I use crystal speaker now. Okay, for a long time
I dreaming to travel to Da Nang City because
So,
I heard
for a long time I have dreamt of Tại vì nó vẫn còn liên quan hiện tại. It's still related to the present. So, I have dreamt of For a long time I have dreamt of going
to Da Nang City because I heard that Da Nang is one of the most livable cities in Vietnam, and also Da Nang is a very gorgeous city at night.
It's a gorgeous city at night, right?
It's
Gorgeous means I think magnificent, I think.
Yes, magnificent.
Magnificent, đẹp mà đẹp choáng ngợp, đẹp lộng lẫy.
At night.
It's a gorgeous.
Is also how that it's a very magnificent city at night, and I want in the near future, I want to spend my summer vacation with my family there, because I want my father and mother
I want this. Tôi không muốn này, tôi muốn cái nọ. Well, I would like to. Let's say I would like to.
I would like my father and my mother have time to relax after a year of working. And I don't know what I need to achieve. I don't know what I do to achieve my dream, but I think I will try to study better to make my mother and father happy.
To make my mother and father happy. Okay, good. All right, good. Now let's go to 61 and we can end this one here. Wait, this is a quiet place. Now let's try something with part 2 only. 59. Describe a place that you don't like. Miêu tả một cái nơi mà bạn không thích. It's different from a place you hate to visit. Nó khác với cái chuyện là miêu tả một nơi mà bạn rất ghét viếng thăm. Không thích là một cái gì đó nó khác với lại ghét nha các bạn. Don't like is different from hating. Say again. Nó khác về mức độ thôi. It's different in yeah, hate is much more intense. Nó mạnh hơn nhiều. Hate nó mạnh hơn nhiều. Describe a place you don't like. You should say where this place is. Nơi đó nơi nào vậy? How often do you go there? Bạn đi đến đó có thường xuyên không? How you go there with? Who you go there with? Bạn đi tới đó với ai? Why you do not like it? Tại sao bạn không thích cái nơi đó? Okay. You have 2 minutes. Okay, so we have a word administrative center. Trung tâm hành chính. Hành người ta là chính.
Hành người ta là chính.
Yeah, hành chính. Hành người ta là chính. Make people suffer. That's the first thing. Make people suffer. That's the first thing about administrative center, because people have to wait a lot. People have to do a lot of things. Paperwork. Đồ giấy tờ, bắt người ta hành ra ghê luôn á. Administrative center. Okay.
Các bạn đau khổ là niềm vui của tôi.
Exactly. Now, are you ready to describe now? Describe a place you don't like. Class, are you ready? Okay.
Yes.
So you can start first. Describe a place you don't like, please. Giống chỉ định không được describe lớp học của thầy John.
Oh,
You
no.
cannot describe my class, huh?
Oh no.
Because that's impolite. Okay.
Yeah.
Tùng,
That's
your
true.
turn, please.
Ủa sao nay anh Vũ không học vậy?
Anh Vũ anh nghỉ rồi. Nghỉ luôn rồi, tại vì ảnh sắp sửa đi thi và ảnh chỉ tập trung một cái lớp 39. Okay. Tùng, your turn. No more question, Mr. Tùng, please. Come on. Describe a place you don't like.
This place I don't like is Vũng Tàu place.
Vũng Tàu City, which is 100 cây số phía nam của thành phố Hồ Chí Minh đó. Vũng Tàu City, which is a city about 100 kilometers from Ho Chi Minh City. Nói lại đi. Try that again.
The place I don't like is Vũng Tàu City. This is 100. Cái đó là gì?
100, cái bao 100. Trời ơi, đã nói rồi. It's 100 kilometer.
It's
100 kilometer. 100 kilometers from Ho Chi Minh City.
It's 100 kilometer from Ho Chi Minh City. I often go there with my friends, and in the last week, and I don't like it because
last week or in the last week, trong cái tuần cuối cùng, tuần rồi, tuần rồi hay là trong cái tuần cuối cùng?
Trong cái tuần cuối cùng.
In the last week. Còn cuối tuần qua.
In the weekend.
Last week. Let's say in a weekend.
In the weekend, yes.
Okay.
The weekends, because I don't like it. I like it because I go there so much, and many times I have the free time. My friends tell me, you want to go Vũng Tàu City with them, so I feel so boring. Yes, that is
why so bored.
So bored.
I feel so bored. Tại vì em đang nói về cái cảm giác của em. You're talking about your feelings now. I feel so bored. Tính từ bị động. You have to use passive adjective. Bored in this case. Because you're talking about your feeling.
I feel so bored, bro, and I don't accept it to go there.
I don't intend to go there. Okay, Miss Yeo, please. Describe a place you don't like.
Well, yeah, I don't like administrative centers because no, I went there several times with my mom and my mother. And mother. Sometimes I went there by myself, but most of the time. most of the times it's annoying.
Most of the time it is annoying. Mình miêu tả cái bản chất của cái việc đó.
It is annoying.
It is annoying because you describe the nature of that.
Because the process is not convenient for people. I have to wait for so long to get my turn, and the guide is not clear.
The guy rồi chết rồi. IELTS mà the guy sẽ tiêu rồi. Okay, you can be next. The person or the administrator, cái người mà administrate.
Cái em nói là ý em là cái sự hướng dẫn rồi.
The guide.
The guide.
Cái bản hướng dẫn.
Yeah, the guide is not clear for people to follow. So I think it's just waste of time.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah. I hope in the future they will improve the process,
right? Okay, good enough. Đủ rồi mà. Okay, good. Book, please.
Okay. Yeah. This was my mathematics class. I have 4 classes of mathematics, so I usually go there, and I usually go there with my most of the time. I usually go there with my best friend and my brother to learn math. Why I do not like it? Because the first thing is need a garbage collecting. It's need a garbage collecting place, so it's have a lot of.
It's a garbage collection. It's a garbage collecting. Nó gọi là cái nơi thu gom rác, right? Dumpsters.
Dumpster.
Or landfill. Landfill là cái nơi bãi rác. Landfill or dumpster.
Landfill, so it's have a lot of bad smell, and the second thing is my mathematics teacher is always being angry all the time.
That's because he lives there.
Yes, I think so.
Of course, when you live in a place that is terrible, you're not going in a good mood. You're not going to be in a good mood. And if you have lazy students, you will not be in good mood either.
Yes, it's maybe a truth, but
That's the truth. I know it so well. You know it as well.
Yeah.
Vậy thì đúng rồi. Học trò lười làm sao mà thầy giáo cô giáo vui được.
But he be angry all the time.
You want me to be angry all the time?
No.
If you don't, then study well.
No, please.
Oh my God.
Okay, you can go now. All right, so Miss Ngọc, please be the last one to describe a place you don't like.
The place that I don't like is my school. It's named Queen High School.
Of course, prison. People call it a prison because of that, because it's a terrible place. I know.
The reason that I don't like because it's so far to get there. To be honest, I and thousands of students always go to school on week to expand our horizons.
Extend our horizon.
It seems to me that Queen is my prison. So
it is really a prison, I think.
So Queen High School is a terrible place that I don't like actually.
Would you go back there for a reunion? Reunion là giống như là hội họp lại, hội họp gặp mặt.
Không ngại luôn.
Would you go back there for a reunion? Class reunion, học lớp.
No, if I have to do, I would not join the reunion.
Okay, good enough. Okay, we can end it here, class. Okay, that's the end of my videos. Please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also press follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nha. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này bạn bè các bạn. Nhấn vào nút đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nút cái chuông kế bên cạnh để đăng ký kênh á, để mà các bạn có thể được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể nhấn vào nút theo dõi Facebook mình, nhưng nhớ đừng kết bạn Facebook mình nha. Thank you and see you. Bye.